Right, now live again. Join the session. Come on, let me join.
Should do. Let me join.
Right, I'm in. There we go. We'll wait then. We've got 16 laps and then 12 laps. I haven't got a fucking clue how it works, to be honest, but I'm pretty sure we'll do a custom grid for the however they qualify in that one shot for the first race. I don't know, feature or sprint, whatever they call it, and then the other one after. Yeah. Justin, you might as well commentate on this because I've not got a clue.
I don't know anything about F2 either.
You don't even know how to race it.
I've been alright on F2. It's just track that does me in.
Yeah, I like the track. I do like this track, to be honest, but
Glad it's out the way. Nearly out
love
the way.
Bahrain. Absolutely love it.
It's way too do Monaco on F2.
Oh god, that'd be dreadful.
Jesus, yeah.
Great start to the F2 new format. Yeah, Groove Ninja. Brilliant, isn't it? Yeah, new format. 21 thumbs up, no one thumbs down for it. And it doesn't fucking work. Oh, I don't know if he put the feature on before the sprint or whatever way round and it didn't then use a one shot. But why did it let you do... It's a game, that's stupid, really. Why did it let you do a one shot and then put you in a random grid spot for the next thing? That's ridiculous, really, but... Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I think Sloth's eager to get going. I'm not sure everyone's in yet. I think they are, so he's obviously just doing the custom grid at the moment. For a period of time, TRT G-Chalk has held the PS world record at Monaco on F1 2020. Oh, yeah,
Wow.
Chalkers, of course. Is that F1 or F2? Because he's racing tonight, first time as a full-time driver, I think, in the Champions League for Bahrain. And that is for F2, he's saying. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, not so many people play F2, but even still to be first in the world. Yeah, the people flashing already up. You got to wait because he's still doing the custom grid. Otherwise, we'll be in and we'll be straight doing another lobby restart if you're already up now. So eager to get going, readying up. I know, but you're only going to cost yourself more time because we'll have to do another restart if you do.
EJ will let us know when it's time to go.
Ready up. He said ready up.
Go.
I'd stop flashing it now. Fucking hell, you're costing us time. Come on, just leave it still. Give me a fit as well in a minute. I don't realise that the flashing ready up actually cost them time then. So we're all good to go and then they unready and... Oh, God. Some people. Just waiting for British Giant, I think. There we go. All in now anyway. USA short, G Chalk was saying close to ever been to a record in F1 cars. Yeah, Bahrain short was for me. Bahrain short was top couple hundred in the world, but not so there's only a few hundred that actually did it at the time, so... We haven't got a clue what's going on here, but feature race now, apparently. Whatever that is.
It's just drive around the track for, is it
Yeah,
16
just
laps?
do what it tells you to do. And it's daytime again. Why is it daytime?
I
Oh
think they...
shit, maybe it's realistic, but because they do it in the daytime here, don't
Yeah,
they?
yeah,
They do
yeah.
it earlier. Shit, yeah, forgot about that. come on. I want me dinner.
Oh God, this is going to be terrific.
Hopefully it should be finished by 4:30. And then gives me a couple hours. And I'll be back on
Yep.
about 6ish.
Yep.
Whip your ass at FIFA.
Yeah, you
We've
probably
got the
will.
Champions League, haven't we, at 7:30. Yeah, 9:30. I'll
Forward to
rip
that.
you again at COD after that. Anyone fancies joining us? Black Ops 4,
Yeah,
we'll do that at 9:30. Yeah, I'm not into this Modern Warfare crap. Oh, we got formation up this time. Oh, we've managed to
someone's
work
gone.
ourselves.
Oh, we have got formation. Yeah. I don't know what's going
Fucking
on.
idiot. I ain't that thick. There we go, we've got the custom grid. So this is the feature race. So, in terms of points, we ain't got a clue. I think, yeah, oh shit, I nearly run someone. Feature race, so that's going to be, for the main points this will be the main normal top 10 scoring for the feature race, as it is in F2. And then, yeah, after this is a shorter 12-lap sprint race, where it'll be, oh, hang on, I'll speak to DJ, God knows.
It's on the note. It's on the notes and that.
Yeah, well, I know, but it's been
Yeah,
changed,
yeah.
isn't it? Because it's
Oh,
all
is it?
changed. Well, yeah, because
Oh,
look,
God,
it
I
didn't
don't
let you
know.
do the one shot, did it?
No rain. Cheers, Jeff. Horrible cars driving Bahrain.
Right, let's try and learn some of these car names then. Right, Keza is in a BWT, I think. Am I right?
Yeah, he's my team.
It's
Yeah,
orange
this-
car, Menace Max. We'll call it, well, it says Williams on the back. It looks like McLaren. We'll call it a Williams McLaren. Jake the Slayer's in a Sonoda car. It's Carlin. I think that's Red Bull. Yeah, it is. G Chalk was in SMP. This is a Prima. B for Beefy. This is brilliant. Mr. Rage, another Williams McLaren thing. Bradfield's in another BWT. Young Tommy is in a Renault. I know it's not called a Renault, but fuck it, it'll have to do. Carlin for Siege. Groove is in the, I don't know. Trident. It's in Trident for Groove Ninja. Sharu for Death Dragon, and his teammates right next to him in 12th, Bad Peso. Sloth is in Trident as well. British Giant is in the ART. And Alibi there is in, I don't know, the Tick car. I don't know. I don't know. I think that's Tictum. That Tick means it's short for Tictum. I don't know about Page and Slippery's Tuner because they're in disqualified. We're about to get underway here. Let's see how this goes.
Oh God, I get some horrific starts on this. Just doesn't go.
Setups. Don't forget your setups. Have we got lights yet? We have got lights. Yeah, and we got Carl's revving up as well. Let's see. It's lights out and away we go. It's a great start that is from Keza. Good initial getaway from him. Max in second. Oh look, it's really bunched up this field, haven't they? And Keza's not had a good, well, he had a good initial getaway, but he's not followed from it. And Max going down the inside, he's not quite got him. Oh, and there's cars banging into each other down the back. I think Bradfield's involved in all that, causing it all. Beefy's up in the third. Good move there, Slayers.
Oh,
And look,
someone's gone.
who's that? That's Tommy. As Tommy has gone off there for smashing into the wall. And Slippery, oh, it's Alibi or Slippery Tuner's gone in the wall, he has, yeah. So Slippery Tuner and Tommy, not the best of starts from, but Kez has managed to pull away from Max. Ugh. Jake the Slayer and Siege are at the top of the standings, I think they're the top two in that Carlin team. They're 4th and 5th, they're doing well at the moment. Position changing. Jake's lost a couple of places, Siege gained 4 places, and Chalkers go down the inside. Or Mr. Rage going down the inside of Chalkers. Great place to battle here. We saw Irish and Beefy in F1 last night in the Premier League battling side by side for many laps, and Mr. Rage has gone really wide though. He's gone really wide, and Bradfield's going to try and have a look. No, he's not good enough, unfortunately. That Bradfield lad.
They just don't break.
Oh, yeah, it's so different to doing F1. They're so slower, but you lose it on the corner a lot more. Jake is down the big pressure in from his teammates Siege,
Yeah,
as you can see. Wonder if he's got to let him through. I think I would if I was Jake. And again, that's Jake in it. DJ's getting past Bradfield. Is Bradfield going to fight it on the outside? Rage and Ninja out in front, fighting as well. I think DJ Death Dragon's got this. Slipstream for Bradfield though is on if he goes to follow it like he has. Keza fastest lap. Keza's doing incredibly well, isn't he? In the F2. Give it a quick look through the standings actually, as we see Groove Ninja and Mr. Rage side by side again. They've got to be careful here, and they take that corner nicely together. Get a good view of that from Death Dragon in front. Yeah, Siege in the lead with 67. Jake the Slayer second with 59. Kieran, or Keza, is with 48 in third, and he's winning the race at the moment as Mr. Rage. A bit late on the brakes there, bit of a, not a dive bomb, but he's made contact with Groove Ninja there, and they're both ghosting, not even touched each other. They touched each other now though. It's a good battle between these two, and Mr. Rage I think might have that. I think Mr. Rage has just got in front. He's not going to let Groove turn, as he know. Groove tried to turn too early when there was a car there. Now Death Dragon's going to get in on this as well. Sloth's just overtaking British Giant for 13th, and British Giant having a look back on him. Again, another hard place. The braking zone here is really hard. You've got to brake in time the car in front, or you'll end up causing madness. And Tommy is not in the lead. He's miles back in last. I don't know why it's saying he's first. Kessler is the leader. Max second. Beefy in third. Yeah, the Carlin drivers both putting Beefy under some pressure now. Feature race is the main race distance, saying Jake the Slayer. So yeah, this is the main feature race. So I think points will be top 10 as normal, or whatever it is in F2, however they do it, God knows.
Scared.
And he's saying his sprint top 8 has swapped around, and Bad Peso's gone. He has gone. I don't know what. No, it's a strange place to lose it there. I presume it was contact with another car. It must have been, because you don't normally lose it there by yourself. Max is catching up to Kez. He's just set the fastest lap. Yeah, he's a bit too far back at the moment, but yeah, they're pulling away. Well, actually, Beefy's caught up a little bit again from these two battling out in front. DRS is now enabled, so, and Bad Peso's got a penalty for speeding in the pits. Yeah, that DRS. See, with no ERS in this, it is hard to catch up, isn't it? Yeah, like I said, we've had 14 drivers score points so far. So, and Jake the Slayer's getting past Beefy. So Beefy, must have made a mistake there, because he's lost a lot of time. Must have made a mistake, and Siege is going to have a look now. This is great for Carlin team, who are leading the constructors. Just ahead of BWT, and then Sharu. Oh, and Siege in the car under pressure from Chalkers. Prima there with Beefy. Got Jake the Siege behind, and Jake the Slayer in front, and Jake the Slayer a bit late in the brakes there.
Right.
The arrows are still on for the overtake. Happened a while ago, so I'm not sure why. But Menace Max out in front really is putting the charge onto for Keza now, isn't he? He's really looking to try and get past. Keep looking at those arrows and thinking, oh, someone's overtaken him, but no, that's look, all our times have cocked up, haven't they? Towards the back, it's saying people are a minute or whatever behind, but that's clearly wrong, as we know. I don't think that's, yeah, there we go. As I say, it's less than 4.5 temps. It's 4 temps max this time with the DRS. He's going to have a great run on him. Keza does set the fastest lap though, so Keza is a bit quicker. But with this DRS, I don't think Max is quite quick enough. No, he's not. He's a good couple of sectors. And look at the gap here. Siege, Beefy on Jake the Slayer. Beefy's trying to take it back from Jake. See, Beefy didn't have a great race last, but he did have a great race until the end where he crashed. Jake trying to push out a little bit. I think Beefy's got it here, isn't he? And I think Jake's going to have to let his teammate through, isn't he? Because Siege is clearly quicker than Jake at the moment. No, I don't think Jake is going to let his teammate through, actually. No, he's not. He's holding his teammate up here. It's not the best teamwork from Jake. But again, I'm not surprised. And this battle is just allowing the top two to put away. It's 3 seconds between second and third after just 4 laps. Of course, the laps are slow around here because the cars... Oh, God. Cars are like scooters, aren't they? Are so slow. And look, Jake the Slayer has just taken out Beefy. He's not taken him out, he's spun him, and Siege might have a run on both of them now, and that is karma for him not letting his teammate through. Again, Jake just late on the brakes there, expecting to go in the runoff area, and he's got to let Beefy have that place. Beefy's there with Siege, Jake's got to back out, so Beefy is still in third, and Jake's now under pressure from Chalkers as well, and this is not a great place to go side by side. And Keza and Menace Max are fighting. We're missing that out in front. Menace Max, I think, took the lead for a minute, but Max is now trying to get it back after Keza took him back. Jake Deslay is down to 7th now, and yeah, Jake Deslay being too aggressive has cost him 4 places. And look, they've gone side by side into the turn, and Max is out in front. They're side by side though. Who's going to have the DRS? I think it's Max. It is Max, and Max has got the advantage there. Keza, I don't think he's going to be able to quite keep up. No, he's not. He's got a bit of a toe still. But yeah, I think Keza's going to have to tuck in behind and then go for it into the next DRS zone. And Beefy and Siege are fighting again. Beefy's trying to get past, and Beefy's back up into 3rd. And Chalkers, I don't think he was hit behind from Mr. Rage. And Jake Deslay is there as well, but Mr. Rage has to back off. And now the rest of the pack are really catching up to this. Siege on Beefy side by side. Siege going to go for it on the inside. Keza couldn't get near Max. It's a great battle between these two. Siege, of course, will be racing tonight. Siege, Chalkers and Sloth are the 3 drivers you'll see racing tonight out of this lot. And he turned in a bit early there, I think, Beefy. And Siege has gone for a switchback. It's a lovely move from Siege if he can make this work. Well, look at this overhead camera. It's not quite a helicopter that high, is it? If the helicopter was that low, I think we'd be in trouble. Nunda's in the comments as well, and Nunda, not sure if Nunda will be racing light. If someone drops out, we'll be able to get back in after he forgot to vote. Tuner's in the pits for, I don't know, I presume it's a wing change. It's early to pit. And yeah, I'm not sure it is a wing change or not. Yeah, they're so slow, not so many mechanics. Of course, F2, the funding's not quite the same. Look, I'm only 6 mechanics there. So pit stops do take a lot longer. Beefy under big pressure. And again, the top 2 are walking away with this, aren't they? Because of this battle, which now is a DRS train all the way back to Bradfield in 10th. Sloth's a couple of seconds back on that. Yeah, look, Jake Deslay really under pressure now. I think his tyres gone off a bit after fighting that. Oh, I can't stop coughing. But yeah, Bradfield's not racing tonight again unless a couple of people drop off, so sure he'll be helping out a lot more in the commentary as well. But yeah, we've got Fury in the pits. Groovedin's got a penalty for coming to pits, and Keza and Menace Max are fighting for the lead again. Menace Max, I think, is in 2nd. Keza's on the outside. Got looks at this camera because we can't see it. Speeding in the pit lane again. That's an issue in F2. The brakes aren't as sharp, are they?
Definitely not.
And who's going to be ahead of this battle then? Max
really
is ahead on the
there.
outside. Bradfield is up in the 7th, but he's nearly losing it. He's got DJ just ahead. So these pit stops, I think it's just to try and get out of this train and gone onto the hard tyres. Getting out of this train, it's not a bad idea because you're not gaining anything from it. And what a move this is going to be from Max. But Kez has kept it. Kez has kept it around the outside. It's a brilliant battle between these two. That is what you call a helicopter view. This time we get a helicopter view. But these two fighting each other now. And now look at Siege. Now he's in fresh air. He's caught up over a 2.5. And Jake should have let his teammate through a lot earlier. I know they're challenging for the championship together, but they're teammates. And Siege would have got some great points. And Max now is ahead. Siege still on for some great points. Look how much Siege is catching up. Another half a second there. Chalkers as well, incredibly quick. Siege and Chalkers are the 2 quickest drivers on the track at the moment by a long way. Bradfield catching up the DJ in his lovely pink car. Oh, and yellow flag, and that is for absolutely nothing. There's nothing wrong. Kez has backed off a bit from Max, so I don't think he'll be challenging this time. Are any of them going to come in the pits? I think Keza might be. Oh, I'm not sure, but is he going to go for the undercut? Will Max try and cover off the undercut? I think Max is going to head into the pits. He is. So Kez is now going to have a lap to absolutely push the hell out of these tyres to try and get an overcut and hope that Max comes out into some traffic, which I don't think will happen. And we've got yellow flag for a slippery tuner. And yeah, it is. Well, looks like he's slippering on bananas, more like. Well, he's going for him at the moment. But Kez is in the lead. Jake's in 2nd. Bradfield's 3rd. Bradfield's got to be prepared to go another lap low by staying out, because obviously his teammate's only 6 seconds in front and he'll be held up at the pits. If he pits this lap, I'll let you know if Keza pits or not. Obviously, wouldn't be too bad if it was F1, but the mechanics take a lot longer here, so it would hold him up by quite a bit. Good sector 1 there from Bradfield, and he's catching up to Jake Deslay now. So let's have a look further down. Siege and Beefy, the battle resumes between them two, and Beefy's back 2 seconds behind Menace Max. Menace Max, who does have, yeah, fresh air, but he's 16 seconds behind Page. Yeah, that pit stop really did take forever. Or did Max have to change a wing or something? Because surely they're not 33 seconds long at pit stops. I think he might have had to change wing. I'm not sure, you know, but it's a long pit stop from him. Then again, he is only 2 seconds clear of Beefy, and the pit stop's really that long. Wow.
Yeah,
Jesus
they
Christ.
ages.
Must be about 10 seconds. Yeah, I think with Keza, Jake, and Paige will probably be in the pits this lap for the hard tyres. What are your tyres on?
57.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The medium soft round here is just not really doable, is it? It's not for F2 anyway. It is incredibly hard. F1 it's an absolute stretch. But Keswick is in the pits, so Bradfield has to stay out. Jake the Slater is in the pits too, as you can see in front. Page behind. Why is the car red? They're saying it's yellow. It should be yellow. It's like a Ferrari car thing, but it is in the pits. But it says it's yellow. Why are Tommy and Paige in different cars? Tommy's in a Renault thing. Paige is her teammate in a red car. I don't understand that. This thing's weird. Let's have a look at a pit stop then. Let's have a look at a pit stop. Well, there's not much action going on. There's about 8 seconds. About an 8-second pit stop. As we see battles going on. Look, Siege and Beefy in front. And look further in front. It's Max and Keza. Keza come out of the pits. Side by side with Max. And Max is just in front. So Keza on that medium run. Medium lap and that final out lap for him, or in lap even, was incredibly quick. And Keza's going down the inside, he's got lap fresher tyres now. I think Keza's got that move. I don't think that's really on for Max to fight back, but he is going to try and go for it. I think Max is going to have to back off here. And he does, yeah, and lets Keza take the lead, but that's not the end of that. Well, it's not the lead because Bradfield's actually out in front, isn't he? Bradfield would love a safety car now, wouldn't he? Safety car now for Bradfield. And yeah, he'd be laughing, he'd be in the lead. Can you stay out one more lap to hope for that? It's the question. Or will Bradfield pit this lap? But yeah, these two fighting.
I'm not really losing
and look,
that much time.
the train, it's all the way up to the lead cars now. It's half a second between Max and Siege. There's a great battle between these two. And that is the battle now. All the way down to Mr. Rage in 7th, and I'm sure Jake's going to join this battle, and DJ could as well, just because there's no ERS, of course, for these cars. It's so hard to pull away with that DRS behind you if the car's within a second. So no one's got the pace to pull away. There's no one with sheer pace to do it. And Siege is pulled away from Beefy. Beefy's out of poor sector. And Chalkers is going to put him under pressure now. Beefy's not going to have DRS, so watch out for Chalkers on the back of Beefy. We've got to watch out for Max, though, on the back of Keza. And Siege sets the fastest lap of the race. I think Max is going to go down the inside. He is. Down the inside goes Menace Max. Chalkers then on Beefy as well. Chalkers got it done pretty comfortably. Going to go for a switch back here is Keza. I think Max might have it. No, it's a great exit over for Keza. DRS now for Keza. Is he going to go for it down on the inside? Looks like he will. He is going for it. He's got side by side. Max has got the racing line though. And they really are side by side. Who's going to back out this time? I don't think any of them will. Keza has to a little bit because he's not really got the racing line. But look at Siege right behind him now. Chalker's after getting past Beefy. He's not now on a charge to try and catch this battle up. It'll just be a matter of well, seconds really before Chalkers catches this up with how much these are battling each other. Bradfield can stay. Oh, and Keza's got the braking zone wrong. Keza late on the brakes. He goes off and Siege gets past. He had to go off, otherwise he'd have hit into Max. Now he's under pressure from Chalkers, but Keza loses that place to Siege. And finally the top two change. But if Bradfield can make those last another lap, he could do the medium soft. Is he going to do it?
He won't let me do it.
What do you mean? God, how slow are you going in the pits? You lost that. Oh, you idiot. And you got a 5-second penalty.
Fucking hell, look at my tyres.
What an idiot. Spent about 5 seconds trying to go slow into the pits.
Well.
Let's put it on mediums. Because you've put mediums on by yourself. Is Max coming into the pits? No, he's not. He's just trying to get out the toe from Siege. And Bradfield's cocked his race up entirely there. But then again, we're used to that. Siege now going for the lead down on Max, and he's now the lead after Bradfield pitting. Siege wants this for the title, doesn't he? Not sure where Max is. I don't know. Oh, Chalker's on Keza. And Beefy on Rage behind as well, left fighting as well. There's battles all over the track. Shame we can't have multicam on. Where is Max in the standings then? Max isn't even in the standings. I think he's just reserving then. By the looks of it, but he's doing incredibly well. If he wants a full-time seat, he should go and grab one. Chalkers, of course, I think this is his first race with us in F2, so good to see what he's doing. And we've got Beefy with us. I think Beefy's just reserving. No, he's not reserving. He's got 25 points. He's in 6th. Yeah, Swanshanks, Cody, both not racing today. They're up there in the standings as well. But yeah, Death Dragon's in 4th. It's not been the best of races for him so far. Just a mid-table one for him. He's down in P8. He has got a penalty as well. But even still, it's important. Same as F1, like we say, it's important if you're having a bad race, just try and coast home and get a couple of points. Because that all adds up at the end of the season. Yeah, this battle is brilliant. Beefy sort of lost touch of it a little bit. Chalkers managed to get past Keza, yeah, as we saw. And Keza, after that mistake, again late in the braking, into turn 9. Just counting him up there, completely forgot what it was. Yeah, that turn 9 braking zone has caught a few out, hasn't it? And it lost Keza the chance to fight Max for the lead. He's lost 2 places now because of it as well. But talking of the lead, I think Siege is the quickest driver out on the track at the moment. I think he's going to have a pretty smooth move past Menace Max. I don't think Max will be able to do much about this. See no ERS to fight it in F2. DRS for Siege, of course. And yeah, he does it before the brakes, although Max is late on the brakes. We'll look at Keza as well, trying to get back past Chalkers. Max goes for it's going to go for the switch back. He'll have the DRS here as well. He'll definitely be going side by side, I think, into turn 3. It's Max going to go for it the outside. Don't forget, Max has now got the racing line on that side, really, isn't he? As he swoops in. Siege still has it low, doesn't he? I think Siege has still got it, and Siege has got his nose in front. But Max is where you want the car, and this time Max does back off. Great racing between the two of them. Mr. Rage and Jake the Slayer fighting. Jake the Slayer's going to have a good run back. You get a good exit here, look, and he has, but he nearly lost it there. Then he went on the blue stuff, as we saw a couple of drivers doing F1 last night, and the night before. In fact, Mo had a heavy crash there in the race. And this fight between Siege and Max allowed Chalkers and Keza to catch up. Beefy unfortunately hasn't really caught up. He's more focused, I think, on Mr. Rage and Jake the Slayer close behind him. Death Dragon's going a quicker now as well. Yeah, Bradfield down in 15. And Bad Pacer and Slippery Tuna, I think, are being lapped. And we've got a yellow flag, and that is for Page in that yellow, well, meant to be yellow, but car that is red. I don't understand that. And teammate Tommy now getting past British Giant for P11. There we go, good move there from Tommy. And we have another yellow flag, and this time it's for Groove Ninja. So he was in the points, he was in 9th, and Sloth manages to get past now. And Bradfield also liking that blue stuff, isn't he? Following what Page did. Top 4, this is the battle for the window. Any of them get a penalty now, and they'll be in trouble, won't they? Yellow flag again, and this time it's for a red. No, it's not Beef, I think it's Slippery Tuna. Here it is. Very slippery wheels. He's got a penalty now as well. Mr. Rage down inside of Beefy. And he gets that move done as well. Beefy will have the DRS though. Mr. Rage will sustain in front. He can close up to this battle. And look at this. Freeway battle for lead. Siege is on the outside of Menace Max. Chalkers wants some of this as well. Chalkers is going to have to back off there. I think Max has got that. And Keza right behind as well. Look at this. 4 cars on the tail of each other within half a second of each other at one point, all battling for lead. Chalkers down the inside. That's the thing, if you go for a move and it doesn't work, you have to back off. You then go and let another car past you. If Leeds keep fighting like this, the rest of the field are going to catch up soon, and that is just Slippery Tuna getting out of the way there. Fair play them getting out of the way of the leaders race. Oh, and Chalkers losing it on the traction a little bit there, getting a bit wobbly. He's going to let Keza have a chance to look back at him now. Keza's going to try and go around the outside. It's just not a great place to make a move, is it? No, it's just not enough space there, and Chalkers manages to get back through. That'll leave Siege to focus on. Are you rough? Yeah, yes, someone's noticed. Yeah, my throat is killing me. And we've got Mercedes, not Mercedes. It's the same colour as Mercedes, so that'll do. The Tictum car, whatever, I don't know what it's called. Someone help me out. What's that car called? The Alibi. It's driving it. Not very well at the moment because he's spun, he's down in P13. But Chalkers outside DRS. Chalkers going to be under big pressure from Keza here. Keza, I think, is going to get past him. Siege a bit too far back on Max though. Does F2 count towards a fantasy lead? No, Ramton, it doesn't. And Chalkers getting passed by Keza as well. Because you've got sprint, you've got feature, it's just too much. Too confusing. I don't think Vintage got to know about F2 just like me as well, and these sorts of fantasy, so it's be far too much, wouldn't it? Thank you for the new follower, Abe Showers. I probably said that wrong, but thank you for following, mate. you want to join the Discord, you're more than welcome to. And Jake the Slayer getting past Beefy up into P6. Carlin team again looking for some great points, leading the standings, aren't they? These two have had great battles in the race so far, and it looks like it's not going to stop there, but they are slowly catching up. Kez is falling off a little bit, isn't he? He's falling into the traps of Chalkers, or more likely, he did overtake him earlier, didn't he? So he just can't pull away from him. And again, the braking zone in turn 9, really tricky, isn't it? Siege catching up to Menace Max. When they cross the line, there'll be 3 laps left for them. Tommy needs to pull his finger out, saying Ramsel. Yeah, Tommy's down in P11, isn't he? At the moment. I don't think he's a born F2 driver, whereas F1 he's absolutely brilliant, isn't he? I don't think he's done F2 too much, Jake the Slayer, or I thought he was going to send it up the inside, then I was going to say, please don't. It went in well. He needs to make moves though, Jake does. He's got a penalty, doesn't he? So he'll still be P7 as it stands though. Yeah, Sloth's a lot further back. Sloth again, I don't think he's usually an F2, but made a good job of it. He's in the points, isn't he? Not got the sheer pace so today, has he? As we see, Menace Max really pulling wide. Has he just lost it on the traction? I think he's lost it, Max, isn't he? He has. Keza passes him, or Siege passes him. Keza's now going to go down the inside of him as well. So Siege is in the lead, for which I think is the first time of this afternoon. I keep going to say the night or the evening. And Chalkers, I'm not sure if he touched Menace Max there, but he got a bit slimy leg, didn't he, Max? I keep saying this evening or this night or tonight, but never really streamed in the afternoon before. I'm not going to get used to it either, because I haven't got a clue what's going on. 3 laps left though. Jake the Slayer getting past Beefy. Oh, of course we've got another race after this, haven't we? I think sprint race, I think it's called. 12 lap thing. Or is this a sprint race? I don't know. Oh, someone who knows. Hopefully Bill's back next week, and I hope he knows what he's talking about in terms of F2, because I bloody well don't. Yeah, if you are new to us, I can only apologise. Yeah, our usual commentator's not here today, so I thought, yeah, I'll do it. Get a stream going at least. Better than nothing. Well, I'm not sure, but we'll see. Siege in the lead, and I think he's pulling away all throughout this race. Siege has been the quickest driver. He was held up by his teammate early on in the race, weren't he? He just couldn't get past because of the train. Every time he's had fresh air, Siege, he's looking like pulling away, isn't he? And already, you know, Keza, even with the DRS on the straight, Keza won't be able to threaten him from that far back. Groove Ninja getting past Sloth, which is his teammate, I think. There it is, and Sloth's now getting past by young Tommy. All they tangle. They nearly tangle, and Tommy's in the wall. And yeah, I don't think that was Sloth's fault, to be honest. I think Tommy went into that a little bit, didn't he? And yeah, Sloth was only following the racing line, but he had to move out. And then Tommy's obviously in the wall because of that. Not sure he got big damage from it though. I don't think he got any damage actually somehow. It was only a minor tap on the ball. In F1 that could easily be a whole wing gone. Chalk is getting past Max, and they're side by side in the braking zone, watching board Max's teammate Mr. Rage. And that orange looking Williams. Oh, well, it said Williams. Well, how comes it got different things on the back of them? I don't understand this. And look, two teammates I think these are. Well, talking to teammates, Mr. Rage is going for it, and Menace Max, and Menace Max is backing off. He's not fighting it too much. Mr. Rage is full time, and this Max isn't. So I think that might be why Beefy on Jake the Slayer. Yeah, look, Mr. Rage has got Frankie Morello on the back or whatever, and this one's got Williams. I suppose, I don't know, F2, cost cap, they've got different sponsors or whatever. But I'm learning lap by lap. Talking about laps, lap and a half left. Siege. Oh, and Keza's caught up a little bit, isn't he? He's caught up a bit. So yeah, he might have a shot at this. He'll have the DRS here. He won't be going for it here, but just to help him close up. But this is for the win. It's between Siege and Keza. And Chalkers has fallen back now, 1.8 seconds back. Looking forward to see Chalkers make his full-time debut in the Champions League tonight. Mr. Rage and Max then with a good showing for whatever that orange team is called. I'm going to have a quick look what team Mr. Rage is in. That team is called Camp. Oh, Max is in it. Max is in this. I thought it was just reserve tonight. He's down 10th. He's got 12 points. I'm saying Max is reserve. He's not. That's a Campos team. I don't know where it says Campos on that car or whatever. But that's Jack Aitken's car. Obviously, he's reserved at this track before. And yeah, had a bit of a crash coming out of this corner, didn't he? And he caused that safety car last year. That caused that pit stop confusion for Russell and Bottas at Mercedes. And yeah, so Campos team alert last lap. Keza, is he going to go for the Siege in the braking zone down turn 1? No, he's not, but he's got a good line. He's going to go for a switchback. Siege a bit late on the brakes. Keza's going to go for a switchback here. He's going for DRS. I think he's had a great run of it here, Keza. Oh, he pulls to the side. I think Siege is a bit slower than Keza expected. Keza's going to go down the inside. He needs to be late on the brakes. He is late on the brakes. Siege he's not going to go fighting it on the outside. He might go for a switch back low. I think Siege will have to back out, and he does. And Tommy's been disqualified for failing to use another set of tyres. That's about. I'm sure we started on the mediums. That's strange. Oh well. See you later, Tommy. So our first DNF was just disappointing that. Happened last night, only had the first DNF towards the end. But Kez is in the lead. A bit too late for Chalkers now, but this podium battle's still on. If any of these Campos drivers fancy taking it from Chalkers. Yeah, really good showing from those two teams. Death Dragon looks like he's going to get some decent points. He's still battling with Jake, and they want to get past Beefy as well. Yeah, Beefy unfortunately been a bit slower last stint of this race, but yeah, Kez are in the lead now. I think Siege might have just used his tyres too much, because look, they're a lap older than Keza, and Keza's just pulling away now. He's over a second ahead. Yeah, I don't know what's happened to Tommy there. I'm sure he used the medium. I'm sure he started on the medium, but it's Codemasters for you, mate. Here we go. Keza is the man, isn't he? There's been an incredible showing from Keza tonight. It's been battles all the way. It's been abs tonight. I said tonight again. This afternoon, it's been a great showing from him, to be honest. And it's been a super good race from what I've seen. But Keza, he finished second last week. He finished second the week before. He goes one better today, and he wins the Bahrain Grand Prix feature race, whatever you want to call it. Siege takes second. Chalkers finishes on the podium. Great there from Chalkers. Yeah, Siege won last week, but still. Podium for him, brilliant. Chalkers on the podium as well, really good effort. Mr. Rage and Menace Max, the Campos drivers, some great points in 4th and 5th. Beefy in 6th, Jake the Sound 7th, great points for Carlin again, extend themselves at the top of the constructors. Death Dragon in 8th, some more decent points for him in that Shadow. Sloth in 9th, Groove Ninja takes that final point in 10th then. If all the slow cars like Bradfield can get on with it, that would be great. So we move on to the next race. Apparently he can't do a medium hard Tommy. I think everyone else did it. Game doesn't like Tommy, does it? We're saying we don't think Tommy's quite got the pace in F2. I don't think F2 likes Tommy either. But yeah, stupid game. No, I didn't mind that. Weren't too bad. Bad pace, so we just wait for all to cross the line. Hurry up and get this going. 28 viewers, Jesus Christ! I think that's more than we've had for some of the F1 races last week. Well, obviously F2, obviously some people really like F2, don't they? So yeah, we've got it going. The grid's getting fuller every week, isn't it? So it's good to see. And hopefully we'll get a full grid for a couple of weeks. But so I believe now we go into a sprint race, which is 12 laps. Grid, I don't know if it's I don't know if it starts in this order or if it starts in reverse order or what. But every DJ will get that sorted out. I am just a commentator for F2 today. That is all. If you just join us, I don't know F2. I don't watch it. I don't have anything to do with it. The top 8 is reversed. Jake is saying, yeah, is that it? Just the top 8 reversed? We'll see. But we'll see what he says. Yeah, there we go. So started on pole, Keza. Got the fastest lap as well. Managed to get that in the end. Again, in terms of points, I don't know. I don't know who gets what points. It says on here he gets 27, so it's 2 points for fastest lap. I will go with that then. We'll go with that. Yeah, those penalties in the end for Jake Slayer and DJ, I think they cost them. Well, they didn't cost them at all, actually. Talking crap. I thought they were right on the back of Beefy. Yeah, Beefy was on his own in the end. I think he just fell off from that battle, didn't he? But Prima and Campos and Carlin making up the top 7. Well, the place is 2nd to 7th. And then that BWT, Keza in P1, carrying that team at the moment. So he has got a really shitty teammate in that Bradfield, isn't he? So he's having to do all the work. Yep, so there we go. The top 8 are now reversed. I presume it's done it by itself. The grid for this. This is now the sprint, which we're straight into. I presume Codemasters have fucked it up, because they normally do, but we'll see. So it should say that DJ's P1, because he was 8th. Jake in P2, because he was 3rd. I think Beefy then 6th, so he should be 3rd. And then Kezra in 8th, Siege in 7th. Rage 5th, Max 4th, and then 3rd should be Chalkers. 6th should be Chalkers. That should be the top 8 if this is right, and then the rest God knows.
Yeah, have a look.
We'll find out in a second.
Alright, go.
What's it done then?
I'm 7th.
No, it's all cocked up. This is all cocked up. Unbelievable. So it's, again, it's just giving us the same custom grid, I think, from quality, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, this is crap. This is crap. We'll have to restart this again. Where's Death Dragon? Where is he? He's in 11th. So yeah, Jake said a top 8. I don't think that's how it's gonna go, mate.
No, I'll have a look at it.
Last message from DJ was saying, yeah, the top 8 are in reverse, but it does. The game does that automatically. Don't worry. Yeah, of course it does. I was message saying, does it really? Oh god,
Disaster.
crazy. Codemasters, sort your shit out. Can't put a grid together, can it? Yeah, I can see, Jake. I can see what it's done. It's bollocks. It's absolute bollocks.
Well, are we going to restart? Or are we going to carry on?
Well, we're just gonna have to. Well, we'll see. Well, it's up to DJ. It's not up to me.
I'd just carry on, to be fair, because people just get fed up with it, but it's up to...
Well, people get fed up. They're meant to be on pole and they're starting down in 11th.
I know.
It's up to DJ, but DJ's probably the man that's lost out the most because the list starting meant to be pole and he's now down 11, but he's still driving his car away in the formation lap, so I don't think he's too fussed. He's letting cars go past him actually, so. Boy, bad pace. That's not actually bad. Where is DJ? Oh yeah, DJ's falling back. I'm not sure if he's in AI or what. He is in AI, so I think he's messaging trying to sort it out. But I don't know what he's doing. He's been in the chat.
All
Hopefully
cars
sorting it
are
out.
flying. And another restart. Looks a bit...
Yep, we are going to have to restart.
Yeah, restart, yeah.
So I think it's because we had a custom grid for the one shot. It's then done the same custom grid for this as well, but it's stupid. The game shouldn't do that. Oh well, I'll sit back and yeah. Wait another 10 minutes for this to get going. Go on, Justin, who are you going to take out at the start? Take Jake the Slayer out. Go on, take Jake the Slayer
Where
out.
is he?
He's,
Right, okay.
he's in front of you. He's in third. He's probably listening on the stream though.
Fuck, catch
Go on,
him now.
take him out, take him out. You see him in front. That Carlin. Oh, that's an awful start we've had there. Look at that, all the cars have gone off. That's a bad start there.
Safety car has been deployed.
It's a VSC. We got a VSC.
No, safety car.
Oh, he's now a safety car, yeah. Go on, Bradfield in P5, wow. I think Chalkers will be out from that crash. There he is. Slippery tuners. Oh, Bradfield's in 5th. Oh, someone's trying to take him out there. They've missed. Oh, Bradfield's taking himself out. Go on. Go and wipe someone out. Go on. Who's he going to go for?
He's about.
You got Max behind you. Oh, Bad Peso's upside down. Bad Peso's upside down. Look at that. His car up on its head, up on its roof. I've never seen that in a league race before.
Hey, I got Menace.
But you got a penalty for that. How dare you? Oh dear. 7 left. Yeah, we're just awaiting the invite from DJ. Yeah, I think next week we'll have a little rethink how we do this. We need everyone to retire. That would be good. Please retire, because then we don't have to start a new lobby. So please just retire. Max, Rage, and Bad Peso. There we go. That's Bad Peso. We're just waiting on Mr. Rage to retire, and then we can stay in a session and get going again. There we go. He's left the session. Shouldn't have left the session. He needs to get himself back in. Why is there restarting then there? Because we did a custom grid because it cocked up the first time, so we did a custom grid for the feature race, and now it's used that same custom grid for the sprint race instead of the grid that should have been from the result of the feature race. I doubt you can understand that because I hardly can, to be honest. But yeah, if everyone can ready up, that'd be great. Yeah, Tommy's joined back, which is good. Yeah, we'll make sure we're back in this session. Used to happen the last game as well, saying Siege. Yeah, it's an absolute joke. I mean, we did, like I say, up to this week, we've done one shot, haven't we? We've done one shot and then just a 50% feature, which is a bit boring, to be honest. You want to do the proper feature and sprint, proper way of doing it. But the game's gonna cock up like this every time, and God's sake, it's a joke. But yeah, it's definitely good to do the feature and the sprint because there's two opportunities and two races, aren't there? So but we'll try and find a way where it doesn't cause so many fucking issues. But it's pretty hard to have this game and no issues in the same sentence. Yeah, again, if you didn't hear when I said it last, Champions League is on tonight, 7:20. That stream will be started. Get your backsides in for that, and that'll be absolutely incredible race. I can promise you that. In terms of pace, at least, anyway, that'll be brilliant. So, yeah, get yourselves in for that. As DJ now will be going through the custom grid. Everyone is in the session still, which is great. So we'll be going through the custom grid. Do not ready up until he says go. As soon as I say that, someone readies up. Do not ready up, because if we ready up and we go into the session, it'll just be a cocked up grid again, and then you'll need to do another restart. So if you're ready up because you're eager to get started, you'll actually be costing yourself time. So yeah, think again. Yeah, as you can see, 8 laps now. It's only 8 laps now, is it? I thought it was 12 laps. God, I'm learning more and more. I thought it was 12 laps, but without the custom grid, it would have been fine. Saying Jake, as long as you have to restart the first race, it normally goes fine. Yeah, that's the thing. If you have to restart one, it then cocks up the whole thing for the next one, doesn't it? That's the thing. We're doing 3 in a row. You can hardly get a quali and a race done without getting a lobby restart at the moment or issue. So doing a quali and then 2 races is going to be a pretty big ask, but we'll try and find a way of working it after this. And then if we can't, then we might just go to a full quali and then a full race or something. I don't know, but we'll find something that works for everyone. But like I say, ideal is to carry on how we're doing it without the 2 lobby restarts because of the grid. But yeah, we'll just wait for DJ to get the grid ready. Everyone is in the session already because everyone retired, so we didn't have to do a new lobby. And he'll just be now getting that grid together, putting himself on pole position, of course. And again, I don't know the points for the sprint race. I really don't know what points you get. I know it's the exact same as F1, isn't it, for the feature, apart from 2 laps for the drive. Well, it was 27 for the drive lap 1. I think that must have been 2 laps for the fastest lap that he got. 2 points for the fastest lap he got. Yeah, sprint races don't know the points. Jake the Slayer seems to know everything, so. And Siege saying anything if it's 50% feature, he thinks it'll be 50% sprint. God, yeah, well, like I say, everyone get in the F2 chat off this race or message me and DJ and get your suggestions in how you'd want to do it, because I mean everyone agreed to this, everyone's happy with this, but as you can see, Codemasters are struggling to do it, aren't they? So if anyone's got any ideas, just get it onto DJ. Yeah, preferably him and not me, because like I say, I'm only here as a one-off commentator. I don't normally have anything to do with this. But as DJ said, ready up. Yeah, he has. He said ready up, and there is a warning because it's only an 8-lap race. There is no formation lap. It won't let you do a formation lap because with only an 8-lap race. So be prepared for that. Menace Max in the Discord saying, do we have to pick? It's an eight lap feature race. Oh, for goodness sake.
I don't think we do. It will tell you on the
Well, if you do, you
when
do.
you select your tyre.
Yes, Tommy. Patience. We can start now.
I think it's just a one straight go. And
15. No pit required, saying Jeff. Right. The Slayer. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to win a 5 lap, but do you on F1, so no. I presume you went here. Yeah, Grooving is saying we need sprint, not feature, because then we have to pit, but, yeah, well, get yourselves onto DJs, the one you need to... You should be watching this. He wants to get disqualified again for existing, saying Tommy. Yeah, I don't know what that disqualified for him was for. Yeah, Jake saying 15, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1. Only the top 8 get points. There we go. Light show, Slane Slippery Schooner. I think he meant that for all the readying up. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm telling Tommy to be patient. I can't be patient myself. I want to get this going. Yeah, next week I have to be a bit more organised. Would be nice, wouldn't it? You should have Bill back a bit, or you should have Bill in the commentary box as well. You wouldn't have anything to do with me for F2. You'd be relieved to know. Here we go then. Oh, I can't even change the menu. Lights out and away we go then. I don't give you much time to get sorted, does it? But Beefy. Is Beefy in the lead? He is. He's had a great start, Beefy, isn't he? DJ Death Dragon down to second. Look, position change. He's gained 2 places there, Beefy. What a getaway he must have had. Jake the Slayer and DJ fighting there. Mr. Rage, Siege, Menace Max. And we got a yellow flag, and that is for Binfield, who's lost it. Everyone is on the hard tyres, so they are going a distance. And that yellow car there crashing into that sign. Yeah, Bradfield not happy. What a start for Beefy though. He's managed to pull away a bit as well. Yeah, I do like the reverse grid format. It's good. And it's giving people different people a chance of getting some points. Obviously 15 on offer for the winner of the race. Max making moves on Groove Ninja. Actually, I don't know if it was that or the other way around, to be honest. Sloth in 9th, Bad Pacer in 10th, yellow flag. And that is for Slippery Tuner. Groove Ninja, Max fine out again. Groove up in the 6th. And Beefy's nearly a second clear already from DJ, who's up in 2nd. Jake's in 3rd, Mr. Rage in 4th. Siege is in 5th. Groove in 6th, as we just seen him get past Max. They're still battling, but this will help the cars in front pull away. And there we go, he's going to get a good exit here, Max, because Groove's gone a little bit wide. And I think Max is going to have this place, isn't he? Or is he? They're side by side. And we get yellow flag, and Slippery Tuner's been sliding again. Got the racing line here, but he can't turn in that early because Max is there. Max does take the place. And Chalkers has lost it. Thank God for ghosting, otherwise he'd have gone straight into that other car. I'm not sure how he's lost it there, Chalkers, but he's, I presume it was contact with another car because it's a strange place to spin. Yeah, he is going those. So he's got no damage, and Death Dragon's really caught up. I don't know if Beefy had a poor final sector. Groove getting past Menace, and Bad Pacer getting past British Giant. Oh, and they nearly tag, and British Giant, he had to pull away a bit there, but because of doing that he lost a bit of traction, lost a couple of places. Groove Ninja and Max still battling. It's because I've started coughing again. That's not the best thing we're on the stream, but Sloth's getting past Keza. Yeah, Keza, he's dropped a few places, and he's down to 12th. The winner of the previous race, Siege, out on the other hand, is up in the P5, so it is important this race for points, and at the moment Keza is struggling, isn't he? New follower, thank you to Eric FO7, follower number 909. Thank you very much, mate, much appreciated. Discord link is in the chat somewhere. I think Nunda, our stream bot, will stick that in for you if he's watching still. Look at the battle between the top 5 though. This is incredible how close they are. Beefy's pulled out a bit of a gap again, but it's still not too much. Death Dragon's had to back off through that corner. And yeah, Jake the Slayer in the car, then Mr. Rage in 4th. And I wonder if Siege gets past Mr. Rage. Will Jake let his teammate pass this time? It's 3 seconds further back to the next car. And who's the yellow flag for? It's for Chalkers. I think it was for Chalkers who lost it again. Yeah, it must have been. Bradfield struggling to catch up to Page, which is a bit too quick for him. Keza down the inside of British Giant. He gets up in the P11, but and then there's a little bit of wheel spin on British Giant, which stopped him getting a better exit. But Siege passes that. Max on Groove Ninja looks like he's going to make that move. And then the top 5 again, they're just following each other at the moment, aren't they? Look how close they are. Bad Peso or Menace Max now. Bad Peso getting some of this action as well. He's going to have a good line here as well. Bad Peso on the outside. I think he might have that move. DRS is now enabled. Max has got it. Tommy's getting interested in this behind, but DJ Death Dragon takes FIFA Beefy for the lead.
Cryptic spun.
And Cryptic has spun, yeah. There we go. Oh, his rear makes a funny noise there. Well, his rear made a farting noise. Hit the wall. Strange one that. There's F2 cars for you. Oh, and Beefy sliding into that corner a bit. So hard to control the cars here, isn't it? Evening to Vintage. Oh, again, I said evening. Stop saying evening. I'm so used to streaming in the evening. This evening, I'll be saying afternoon, everyone. Afternoon of Vintage and Jake the Star and Mr. Rage. Jake the Star's getting it. Well, trying to fight for Mr. Rage, isn't he? They've got to be careful, don't tag wheels. Yeah, Vintage just stuck that Discord link in. Alibi. Now trying to get past Bradfield. Oh, and Alibi had to overtake him off the track there because, yeah, Bradfield's got wing damage, isn't he? Yeah, as you can see that. Keza getting back past, getting back past by British Giant. They're fighting each other for P11. Mr. Rage and Siege battling there for P4. But see, Mr. Rage now catching up to Jake the Slayer, the other Carlin. That's really close, in fact. One of his inside I thought it was going to for a minute, but folks, he's oh, and who's lost it? Death Dragon's lost it. He's not out, but he's lost his front wing. Death Dragon just lost it under traction coming out of that final corner and went flying into the wall. Beefy takes the lead again, and Jake the Slayer second. Sloth sets the fastest lap. Great lap there from Sloth. Battle between the top 4, and then it's the next 4, isn't it? Groove Ninja holding up a bit of train. Another 4 cars in the train behind. Sloth trying to go for it on Max now. He's going to try and get a better exit, and he does. I think Sloth might have this here. Max position his car alone. Kez's lost it. Kez has lost it. So he won the feature race. He hasn't got he's going to get any points here though, because he's lost it. He's going to have to guaranteeing points. You have to wait for a couple more cars to fall down.
Come on.
The Chalkers and Keza and Death Dragon all had issues. Max and Sloth. Good move from Sloth there on Max. Jake the Slayer's getting passed by Mr. Rage. What's that?
Just like changed 2 sets of tyres on my car.
It's a Bradfield glitch.
What's going on there?
Jake the Slayer fending off Mr. Rage, but all the while Beefy is now pulling away from Jake the Slayer, having to defend. Mr. Rage needs to get past him quickly, otherwise this looks like it could be Beefy's race, doesn't it? Yeah, even this second train is catching up now, isn't it? But Siege, I don't think will be minding this too much. He'll be happy to release points, and he's just going to wait for the cars in front to make a mistake. He did it in the last race, didn't he? He was just hanging on to the back of the train. Well, not hanging on, just being patient at the back of the train. Death Dragon's now got a penalty to add to his worries as well. Looks like he's going to be out of points, the man who's on pole. Just wait for the opportunity, Siege is going to do. And another podium for Siege would do him the world of good. 141.3 for Beefy. Sets the fastest lap. Clear air now for him. And Mr. Rage, you can see in front, going down the inside of Jake the Same with a yellow flag, and that's for a car. I think that's bad pace, so he's miles back anyway. Max is in the pits. I'm not sure if he had damage or what. Jake the Slayer taken by Mr. Rage, and Jake the Slayer's losing it, and he's in the wall. And he's not lost his wheel, but Jake the Slayer fighting that has lost his front wing. Somehow he's only lost an end plate from that. Wow, surprising. But Siege is up onto that podium now. We know he's a racer, Jake the Slayer. We know he likes to go to as much as possible, but it's just sometimes it's not the only driver that does it. It's the yellow cars. That's Tommy. No, it's not. It must be Paige. There we go, Paige in that yellow, meant to be yellow, turned red car has had a spin, and Kez's now putting her under pressure. He's going to go for it here. No, he's not, but Kez's now looking good to get back into those points. Yeah, although Chalkers is 6.7 back off British Giant to the top 8, looking good for points, although Jake the Slayer, I don't think he's been affected too much by that end plate missing. It's not as bad in F2 as it is in F1, of course, because the cars are slower. So if I was Jake, I would stay out. He might lose that place to British Giant, but Chalkers is so far back his knees. Yeah, he's got 9 seconds to Chalkers, so he should be able to get P8, Jake the Slayer, if he can, you know, be sensible and have DRS as well on the straight, hopefully, for him. He should do as well. So yeah, I think Jake the Slayer's got to stay out 3 laps left when Beefy crosses the line. And again, Beefy's been caught by Mr. Rage. Now he had clear air, isn't he? And Siege is there too. Mr. Rage fastest lap of the race. There you go. And Tommy getting past because Ninja's in the pits. Why is Ninja pitting? I'm not sure if it's come up saying the drivers have got to pit or what, but I'm not sure why else you'd pit as a strange one, that. Oh, and who was that? Was that Keza getting past Page? Yeah, it was. Keza's going to go down the inside, and he does get past Page. That's P9 now then for Keza. He is in the points. Page in the points after that pit for Groove Ninja. Oh, and who's that going in the wall? Is that Chalkers? It is Chalkers, yeah. Chalkers going in the wall. Well, he'll be hoping not to do that tonight. Oh, come on, I want to see his front wing. What sort of camera view is that? Just see his head. Oh, stuff it. Yeah, Jake the Slayer doing really well with that wing damage. You lose the top, you don't even have to lose a bit of your wing. All you have to do is get a little bit of light green on F1. That's it, you have to pick, so you've got no downfalls at all. Beefy keeping Mr. Rage at bay though at the moment behind. Siege is... Oh, he went a bit wide there, didn't he, Mr. Rage? Siege is just in a second behind, or has just gone outside. There he goes, crept back in now, because Mr. Rage got the best of exits, so he will have DRS on the straight. Tommy's in 4th, Sloth's in 5th. So they're looking good for some decent points here. Slippery Tuna getting passed by Death Dragon. The P13 doesn't look like any points for Death Dragon. After that big crash when he was leading, unfortunately for him. And Mr. Rage now on Beefy, look how close they're going to get now. He's going to go for it down the inside. He sort of is, and Jake the Slayer's... Oh, they're all in the pits. Young Tommy, Sloth and Jake the Slayer are all in the pits. I'm not sure if it's told them that they have got to pit, as Beefy's losing it. Oh, he's kept that together well. It must have told them all that they've got to pit. They wouldn't pit if not. Jake the Slayer told us it wouldn't. Jake the Slayer in 4th. With that damage, looking good for those points, isn't he? Even with that wing damage for Carlin. Beefy down to 3rd. Now Mr. Rage, Siege managed to get past as well. He missed that. Siege in 2nd. Incredibly consistent, isn't he? That's why Carlin are at the top, and that's why Siege is at the top as well. Off the standings. Can he get past Mr. Rage though? You know, are they going to have to pit on this lap? That's the question. Are the top 8 all going to have to pit for more tyres, obviously? Not sure if they will or not. We will see. Because I'm not sure why the other drivers would have pitted if they didn't have to. Here goes Beefy then. They would have told them at the start of the race on their strategy board, so we'll see as they cross the line. They'll either come in the pits or either cross the line and be disqualified, or they'll cross the line and be fine, so yeah, we'll see. Oh, he's got a bit wide there, Beefy. Mr. Rage then, and Siege just behind. Are they coming in the pits? They are. Well, Mr. Rage is coming in the pits. Siege's going to get disqualified then, if I'm right. No, he's not. So there we go. I don't know why Mr. Rage has come in the pits then. Well, that's strange. So why have they all pitted? Because if they had to use 2 different compounds, it would have disqualified them as they crossed the line. Len, so if they can't pit now, it's on the last lap here. So that's strange. I don't understand why Pit had pitted. But Siege is in the lead. Beefy 2nd, looking for another double Carlin podium. Jake the Slayer in 3rd, especially after that crash he had in Sector 1 a few laps ago. He's carrying that wing damage. No end plate on that left side, the front wing. Yeah, been a good drive from him. Keza back up in the 5th with all the pit stops. Page is in 6th. Great recovery drives. Chalk's in 7th. Mr. Rage in 8th. He's on a charge now, but I think it might be too late. Tommy's been in the pits, of course, as well. And he's now battling with Groove Ninja. I say they're back in the points. No, they're not. It's a sprint, so there's only top 8 get the points, isn't it? Completely forgot. I'm useless at this for F2. Not got a clue what I'm talking about. I'll happily put my hands up and admit that. Yeah. Only first ever comms on F2. Hopefully last. Because I do not have a Scooby-Doo what's going on most of the time. Hopefully Bill does when he's back in next week. If he can, again. Here we go then, on the penultimate corner. penultimate straight, sorry, going into the final corner. Siege turns in, and I think he's going to be able to fend Beefy off, isn't he? So Siege is going to cross the line, and he is going to win the sprint for the Bahrain Grand Prix here in F2. Beefy takes second. Jake Desay is going to take it third for a double Carling podium. It'd be brilliant for them. Well, I thought he was just going to crash in the pit wall then, but it's third for Jake Desay. Well done for staying out, took my advice. British Giant in fourth, great result from him there. Kez is going to take fifth after a poor start. Page looks like she's going to come home and take sixth. And it's going to be Chalkers in seventh. Mr. Rage will be in eighth. And that will complete the points for this sprint race. So yeah, why did everyone else pit for fresh mediums? I don't understand that. Unless they were falling off a cliff, but I doubt they would be, being hard tyres. Not quite sure why. There we go, obviously Max and Tommy, 9th and 10th, not in the points, only top 8. Get the points, but yeah, decent amount of viewers as well. Thanks everyone for watching. But
Cheers, boys and girls.
I'll tell you what, I ain't gonna bother with interviews for this because I'm not too sure what to say. But yeah, Beefy saying why though? Why did they pit? Yeah, I don't know why they pitted. It would have come up saying you've got to pit this lap. If it on your strategy at the start of the race, if it just showed you paths to the end, then obviously you wouldn't have had to pit. I'm not sure why people did pit, but I'm sure we'll find out at the end. Yeah, like I say, as for next week, we'll try and do the same format, and hopefully we'll switch it around. So I think what happened is DJ must have put in the sprint first before the feature or whatever, one shot and then a sprint, so it didn't do the grid for the one shot. But once that's sorted, then it should be okay for then the sprint after. But yeah, hopefully that'll be all set up for next week. Yeah, it was a decent racing. So yeah, I've got to say, I haven't really mentioned it. Oh, Tommy driver of the day as well, lovely. I've got to say, the racing was absolutely brilliant. Some of the racing was brilliant. It's a lot. I think it's easier to race side by side. The car's going slower, of course, but some of the racing was absolutely brilliant. So hats off to you all. You're brilliant at F2. These guys are been absolutely brilliant. And yeah, it's been a great afternoon commentating on it. And there we go. Last time I'm saying it, I say it right. But Siege was the winner. Beefy second. Jake Slow on third. That's us done for now. We'll then see you in Champions League at about 20 past 7. Soon we get started for the Champions League, and that should be a thriller as always. But thanks you all for watching, thanks you all for racing, and for the Champions League.